Hi everyone, this is gonna be the part 3 of this sweater hoodie. Okay, now after I have both sides sewn, and next you're gonna turn your sweater right side out. Okay, now this is the right side facing me, so the wrong side facing each other. And we're gonna create the hood, and we will crochet on the right side. Okay, that's why right side is facing me, and we will add the new yarn at the right front panel here at the corner. Remember, we just sew the shoulder 20 stitches, so we have 14 stitches here, this panel, and then same at this front panel, we sew 20 stitches and we have 14 stitches here. And for the back panel, we sew 20 stitches here and we sew 20 stitches here. So I have 28 stitches right here, because I make total of 68 stitches for the back panel. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna add a new yarn right here. Bring the new yarn and put a new yarn out, and then tie a knot, insert the hook into the same stitch, pull up a loop and chain one. Again, chain one never count as a stitch, so I'm just gonna pull the loop up a little bit, and then I'm gonna make one double crochet into the same stitch. So yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, pull up a loop and make a double crochet. This is a first double crochet stitch. We're gonna make one double crochet into each stitch around to the front left panel. Okay, so yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch and make a double crochet. Repeat that, yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch, pull up a loop and make a double crochet. Alright, keep making that till you reach the corner here at the shoulder seam here, and I will meet you guys back in. Now I'm at the shoulder seam corner here, and now I have 14 stitches because we not sew 14 stitches, right here. And then I'm gonna show you at the corner here. So I'm gonna make one double crochet into this stitch. So next stitch, the stitch that we sew the shoulder seam together, I also gonna crochet in there, because if I not crochet into the stitch, the first stitch that we sew the shoulder seam, it'll make a big hole. So I will show you if I not sew this and if I not sew it. So I'm just gonna go into the next. See, that's what gonna look like. That's why I gonna make a double crochet into these two stitches too. Okay, so make a double crochet into next stitch here, and then make a double crochet into the next stitch here, right here. Still have a little hole, it's okay, not too much, better. And then make one double crochet into each stitch. This is the back part of the neck area. This is the back panel. Okay, keep making that till you reach the other side of the shoulder seam here, and I will meet you guys back in. Okay, now I'm at the shoulder seam here, the shoulder seam corner, and I also gonna do the same as this side. Make one double crochet into next stitch here and then next stitch here. This is where we the last stitch that we sew the shoulder seam together, we also gonna crochet in there because I don't want a big hole. So yarn over, insert the hook into next stitch and make a double crochet, and then double crochet into next stitch here. Okay, and then make one double crochet into each stitch till you reach the left panel here, left corner here. I'm at the end here, so this is the end of row 1. Okay, I forget to tell you this is row 1, and I'm at the left front panel at the corner. That's what it looks like. And then from here where we start, all around the back, all around back to the front panel, the left side, I have 60 double crochet stitches. Like I say, we have 14 stitches here, right? And then have 14 stitches here, and then 28 stitches here on the back. And I also pick up the 2 stitches on the corner here, the shoulder seam, also at this side. So all of that, I have 60 stitches. If you have a couple less or more stitches, it's totally fine, but you don't want to have a big hole. Okay. And now row 2, I'm gonna chain 1 and turn. We're gonna crochet back around to the right panel here, right front panel. So I chain 1 and turn. The chain 1 never count as a stitch, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter. And then I'm gonna pull this loop up a little bit, always, and then make 1 double crochet into the first stitch here. And we're just gonna make 1 double crochet into each stitch. Okay, very easy. And then you're gonna keep making 1 double crochet into each stitch around the back here, and then till you reach the right front panel here at the corner. And you should have the same amount of these stitches when you reach the end of row 1. Okay, so I have 60 stitches, and when I reach the end of row 2, I should have 60 stitches. Alright, and I will meet you guys back in when you come to the end of row 2. I'm at the end of row 2 here. This is what it looks like. And I have the same from here around to here. I have 60 stitches, and I want you to make sure to count your stitches every row, so you not increase or decrease by accident. So now we're just gonna crochet around here and back. Just crochet back and forth between the right front panel, around the back, and to the left front panel, and then turn back from the left front panel or around back to the right front panel. Just work back and forth. Okay, so now row 3 to row 29, we're gonna repeat row 2, which is chain 1 and turn, and make 1 double crochet into each stitch. Very easy. So again, pull the loop in the hook, on the hook, up a little bit, and then yarn over and make first double crochet. Same pattern, double crochet into each stitch. Alright, see, very easy pattern. So yeah, don't forget to count your stitches. Keep making this till you have 29 rows, and I will meet you guys back in when you reach the end of row 29. Okay, now I have 29 rows of the hood, so we start from here, right, and work back and forth. And I'm gonna show you guys. And here, this is the end of row 29, and I already cut my yarn. I leave about 15 inches tail for sewing the top of the hood right here. Alright, so this is the last stitch of row 29. After I cut the yarn, I'm just gonna pull the yarn out like so, and we will start sewing. I'm gonna use my yarn needle for sewing, and you can use any method you like. I bring my yarn needle, insert the thread through the needle. Alright, and we will start sewing. So this is the right side facing me because we crochet, start crochet from the right side, yeah? And then we want to sew on the wrong side, so I'm gonna fold it in half. So if you sew right here, it's gonna be the right side. So I'm just gonna turn so I can sew on the inside. I'm gonna insert my needle into the first stitch here of the, I'll call that back, back piece, okay? So insert into the first stitch of the back piece. Oops. And then come back to the first, the front piece, go into the second stitch of the front piece, and then go into the second stitch of the back piece, like so. And I'm just gonna repeat that, and make sure you don't sew too tight or too loose, okay? And then insert my needle into the third stitch of the front piece, and then the third stitch of the back piece. This is how I sew mine. Again, you can use any method you like. I'm gonna keep sewing till I reach the end here. Alright, and I will meet you guys back in. Okay, now I reach the end here, right here. And then I just gonna cut the yarn and weave the end and tie a couple knots. Okay, keep hiding the tail, make sure it's secure, and then you trim the tail and you're done. Okay, and then I cut the yarn later. Just gonna turn the right side out. That's what it looks like. This is where we just sew. That's what the hood look like. It's really beautiful. Sorry, I can't show you guys the whole thing. It's pretty big. So, yeah. And next, I'm gonna crochet around from the right panel, go around the hood and come back down to the left front panel here. Just go back and forth a few rows, and I will show you how to do that. And next, we're gonna create the collar. And difficult to show you the whole sweater. I'm gonna show you on the paper. So this is what the my sweater look like right now, right? Then this is my hood. Okay, and then yeah, we're gonna crochet on the right side. All right, make sure your sweater is right side facing you. And we will start at the new yarn at the right front corner here, right here, and then we will crochet all the way up, and then we will continue crochet the hood around the hood, and then continue crochet back down to the left front panel till we reach the corner here, and then we will turn and crochet around back and forth. I will tell you exactly how many rows that you need to crochet. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so now my sweater right side facing me, okay, and we will start at the new yarn at the right front panel here. I'm just gonna turn this way. And then I bring my color B, very beautiful, and then I will insert my hook at the corner here, which is the right front panel at the corner. All right, and then bring new yarn, new color, and you also can use the same color, whatever you prefer. And then I'm gonna pull the yarn out and tie a knot and chain 3. Insert the hook into the same stitch, okay, and then chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and the first 3 chains always count as 1 double crochet. And then we're gonna make the V puff stitch, and I will show you guys how to do that, don't worry. And we will crochet into the end of the double crochet rows that we create, but not every rows. We're gonna skip 1 rows and then make a V puff stitch into the next row and repeat that. So to be easier, I just gonna call space, okay, instead of row. All right, so this is the first space. We're gonna skip that one and then make a V puff stitch into the next space, which is right here. Okay, so yarn over, insert the hook into next space here, right here, and then pull up a loop. Oops, sorry. Okay, and then when you have 3 loops on your hook, you're not gonna do anything yet. You're gonna yarn over again and then insert the hook into the same stitch again. Insert the hook into the same stitch, pull up a loop, and now you have 5 loops on your hook, and then you're gonna yarn over and then insert the hook into the same stitch again, and then pull up a loop. Now you have 7 loops on your hook. You're gonna yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. Okay, I'm just gonna turn my hook this way a little bit, so easier to take it out. Take it all out like so, and then chain 1. And this chain 1 doesn't count as chain 1. It's the part of the puff stitch. Okay, so this is the first puff stitch, and then we're gonna chain 1. All right, and then create 1 more puff stitch into the same space. Okay, so yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop. We're gonna do that 3 times. This is first time, and then yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop. This is second time, and then 1 more, yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loops, and this is the 3rd time, and you will have 7 loops on your hook, and then you're gonna yarn over and pull through all 7 loops, and then chain 1. Again, this chain 1 is part of puff stitch. Okay, this is the first V puff stitch. See? And then we're gonna repeat that. So skip next space and then make a V puff stitch into the next space. All right, so this is the V puff space. Oh, sorry, the V puff stitch. Okay, you make 1 puff stitch and then chain 1 and then 1 more puff stitch into the same stitch. That's create a V puff stitch. Okay, so skip next stitch, sorry, next space, and then V puff stitch into next space. So yarn over, insert the hook into this space, pull up a loop, do that 3 times. Yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop, one more, yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop. Now 3rd time, and you will have 7 loops on your hook. You're gonna yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. And then you chain 1, and this chain 1 is the part of puff stitch, okay? And then you're gonna make 1 chain. So this is count as chain 1. And then make 1 more puff stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop. This is the 3rd time, and you will have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. And chain 1 for finish the puff stitch. See, that's what it looks like. So now I have 2 V puff stitches. Alright, and we repeat that. Skip next space and make a V puff stitch into next space right here. Skip this one. So yarn over, insert the hook into the space, pull up a loop, 1, and yarn over, insert the hook into next same space, pull up a loop, 2, yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop, 3, and then 7 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. Okay, and then chain and make same. Yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop. This is the 3rd time, and then 7 loops on my hook. I'm gonna yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. Alright, now I have 3 V puff stitches. That's what it looks like. And you're gonna repeat that. You're gonna skip next space, make a V puff stitch into next space, and then skip next space, V puff stitch into next space. Alright, and keep making that all around, and then also go all around the hood, and then go all around the front left panel till you reach this corner. Okay, and then this is where we join the hood, the top of the hood together. We're gonna count that as the 1 space. Alright, where we join the hood top together. But okay, I will meet you guys back in when you reach the top of the hood. Okay, now I reach the top of the hood here. This is where we sew the top of the hood together. Like I said, we're gonna count that where we sew to be, count them at a space as well. So next space, we're gonna skip next space, right? And then make a V puff stitch into the next space, which is where we sew the hood together here, because we count them at 1 space. So yarn over, insert the hook into this space right here, pull up a loop and create a V stitch. It's the same pattern, okay? Do exactly the same. See, that's what it looks like. And then you're just gonna continue do exactly the same. Skip next space and make V puff stitch into next space. Skip next space and make V puff stitch into next space. All the way down till you reach the left front corner at the bottom, and I will meet you guys back in. Now I reach the left front panel here at the bottom. That's what it looks like. I'm trying to show you guys. It's pretty big. It's very beautiful. And then this is the last V puff stitch. So this is the left front panel, okay, at the bottom, at the corner. So after you make the last V puff stitch, you're gonna make one double crochet at the corner here. So yarn over, insert the hook at the corner here, pull up a loop and make a double crochet. That's what it looks like. So see, this is where we start, right? And then where we end. It's kind of the same. Alright, so from the right front panel all around to the left front panel, I have 73 V puff stitches. So this is count as one stitch, okay? This is a one V puff stitch, and then this is 2, 3, okay? So I have 73 total. And now row 2, I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and the first 3 chains always count as one double crochet, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter. So now I'm gonna turn, and then we just gonna make the V puff stitch. So now we're gonna make a V puff stitch into the chain 1 space that we did. Okay, so see, when we make puff stitch, right, and then we make one chain in between, and then one more puff stitch. So next row we're gonna make a V puff stitch into the chain 1 space here. All right, it's very easy. So after I chain 3 and then I turn, and I'm gonna make the first V puff stitch right here, right into the first chain space. So yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop. This is the 3rd time, and I have 7 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull through all 7 loops, and then chain 1 and make the same, one more puff stitch. It's the same pattern, okay? Just 3 times, and then yarn over and pull through all 7 loops, and that's it. And then we're gonna repeat that into next chain space right here. Yarn over, insert the hook, same pattern, 3 times, yarn over and pull through all 7 loops, and then chain 1. Do that again. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, so you're just gonna keep making V puff stitch into each one chain space. Alright, and then work all the way back down to the right front panel here at the corner, and then you should have the same V puff stitches. So I have 73, I should have 73 V puff stitches, and I will meet you guys back in when you reach the end of row 2. I'm at the end of row 2 here, and I have the same 73 V puff stitches. So to finish the row 2, I'm gonna make one double crochet into the 3rd chain that we did. Remember, when we start right here, we make 3 chains, and I'm gonna make a double crochet into the 3rd chain. So yarn over, insert the hook into the 3rd chain here. Oops. Right here. Pull up a loop and make a double crochet. For row 3 to row 5, we're gonna repeat row 2. just chain 3 and then count as 1 double crochet and then turn. I'm gonna work all around back to the left front panel. So do exactly the same. Make a V pop stitch into each chain 1 space. Here, here, here. Okay. Yarn over, insert the hook into the chain 1 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all the loops, and then finish the pop stitch and chain 1. And then yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all the loops. That's it. Same pattern. Okay. See, this is next chain 1 space. That's it. Keep making this into each chain 1 space till you reach the end of row 5, and I will meet you guys back in. I'm at the end of row 5 here. So this is the left front panel, and this is after I make the double crochet here, I just gonna cut the yarn and weave the end. So if you want bigger than this, you can keep going, add more rows as much as you like. So for me, I make total of 5 rows. And cut the yarn, pull the yarn out, and then I'm gonna weave the end. So I'm pretty sure you guys know how to weave the end. So yeah, you have to weave all the ends and you're done. I wish I can show you guys the whole sweater. It's very beautiful. I love these 2 colors together. And yeah, I'll show you around the hood. That's what it looks like. Very beautiful. Alright, congratulations, and I hope you enjoy making this project as much as I do. And yeah, I would love to see your project as well. Please feel free to text me on Instagram or Facebook, and I will put all the link in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next video. Bye bye.